Hey guys, what's up? I haven't done a video in a little bit and talked or anything like that. I just put some music, but I'm gonna just kind of update what's going on in here. My little spare plants in the back here, a couple of stems, some Articulatas. These are just Anubias and stuff that were from the low-tech tank, and I got them in here. And it's not organized in here really. I took the Buse that was in here and I just kind of had nowhere to put it all, so I just sort of piled all the Buse together in different places. You see the camera doesn't like this light. This is the SB Reef light on here. But yeah, like my little maca reds, they're turning green back there. So I got a few stems here and there that I saved. My flamingo patch is doing good. I'll turn the other light on so it looks more normal in here. I've been using only the blue light, so that way I only have one timer going, not two. But got one stem of Hyptis in there, and two stems here of the Aromaticas. Those were outside growing immersed, and converting them again. You can see starting to get the pink. Got my little Anubias stuff here. This little Crypt Nuri here is well, it's two of them actually now. You can see it made a baby. So there's one, and then here's the baby that split off for a bit, I guess. So I have two now. This is a Crypt Nuri Rosen Maiden, and then I have some regular Crypt Nuris back there. And so still have Rotala Araucaria Mexicana, still have pearlweed. So that's all the stems I really have. Didn't really keep many stems, but mostly Buse in here. There's my moss, a bunch of it. The bulbitis is growing to the top. So all these are just here, just waiting. My Cryptocorn Striolata Pink Tiger, really neat plant. It's not doing so hot right now. Like right now it's just doing like one good new leaf, and then one of the old ones will start melting away. This is a Crypt Articulata. It stays green in highlight, little hints of red. Little baby is a gecko. This little baby crypt is a Crypt Aura pink variegated. There's only a few in the country right now. I have one of them. It was pretty expensive and it won't grow. But that was like, I would say like a treat for myself to get that one, I guess. I got some Riccardia in this bag here. I just leave it in here for now. Hard to see Riccardia on camera, but yeah, and you can see the Buse floating around in there. And this little crypt that I bought, it was a little pot of it. It said Crypt Cosata, probably a mislabel, I'm sure. But if it's not a mislabel, maybe it is Crypt Costata, like my other albedas. And here's the big tank. Sorry about my finger in the way. I'm really sleepy. I just worked 12 hours and got out at 7. It's about 10:30 now. But yeah, so here's the little sort of the layout I have. The big lava rocks on top are to weight it down, to weight down the wood, because the wood wants to float still. But yeah, I mean, pretty neat layout. When I take a picture of it with the camera, it looks pretty bad, but moving with the camera, you can see like the depth to it, what I see when I look at it. This is just the blue light. I'll turn the other two on. That's the pink and purple. This is with the yellow and pink also. So kind of hard to see or focus on the light, but yeah, this is gonna be the scape tank. All the plants are in the temporary one right now. As you can see, it's just going through cycling right now. It's about the same as the other tank was. Is pool filter sand on top of kitty litter, but this time I have a lot of aqua soil in the layer in between. So we'll see if that lasts a little bit longer without having to do too much with the root tabs and stuff. And this tank, what's different about this one, I've wanted to try this for a while, is I have an under gravel filter under here. Right now I just have the little cap covering it, and I just have a power head, and I have a power head and an Aquaclear hang on back powering this thing right now while it cycles. I don't leave this light on all day. I turn the light on every once in a while just to look at it, but I turn it back off. It's pretty much dark starting right now. Like, I'm not really running a light cycle with it. There's no CO2 or anything. It's just filtering and cycling. But the under gravel filter is a 20-gallon under gravel filter plates setup. So here's one, if you can see it, that little under gravel tube there, and then the under gravel tube here. This tube here was placed exactly so that when I transfer the lily pipes over here, this lily pipe, the intake tube, will fit exactly directly into that pipe, but they're still going to have the lily pipes, still going to have the intake slots sticking out from it, and then the part below it goes down the tube, and I'm going to take the bottom part off of it so it will pull from the top, from the slots like normal, and also it will lightly, kind of slightly pull from the under gravel filter through the other side going across. So it's going to kind of pull a light breeze through there. So it's my little under gravel setup, and it's kind of an experimental thing, but something I've been wanting to do. The only thing I have in this tank is I have a Bristlenose Pleco. I've got this little Nerite that I just got. He's got some injuries, but he's okay. He was like that when I got him. But yeah, I got maybe 2 Amanos and a couple of my little blue shrimp. Just a couple of them that I could catch in a trap that I made and put in here. I did get another bristlenose. I went to buy a bristlenose to put in this tank, but I saw they had super reds and I thought it was really cute. It's like a little orange one, but he's real little, so I was kind of scared that he couldn't handle the cycle. So I put the little one in here, and I caught my big regular bristlenose, regular sized guy, and I put him in the other tank. So I don't see him right now, the little super red. Like, I don't see him in here, but he's in here somewhere. But he'll go in there eventually after it's cycled and all that, when I start putting plants. I'm probably going to use every single plant that I have in here. I was thinking maybe that they wouldn't fit, but I'm kind of thinking that they will fit. So here's a kind of a look at the tank. I know this camera is jumpy, really bad camera work, but I'm just trying to kind of show, and sorry if my pinky just keeps getting in the way of the camera too. But yeah, this is just a tank update. That's the 90p right now. It's just got some light filtering going on right now. It's been set up for maybe 2-3 weeks. Just gonna cycle it for like a month or so or whatever while I decide what to do with it, and then I'll take all the plants and stuff out from the other one and I'll plant it. So it's just a work in progress. It's gonna be with the T5s on it. So, but for right now, the reason I got the SB Reef on here is because the SB Reef's legs are very adjustable, and this 38-gallon tank, it looks like a 20 long on film, but this is like a 44-gallon, like a 90p. Some people call it a 50-gallon or 90p. It's like 44 gallons of rimless, and this is a 38-gallon. So as you can see, it's the same height. The stand's lower, but it's the same height. The only difference is it has less gallons front to back, basically. because I mean it's the same height, same length, but I couldn't put the T5s onto here because the T5's legs I have adjusted perfectly and screwed in exactly the width of this tank. And when I tried to sit it over this tank, the legs were in too far because there was no rim on the other tank, and this tank has a rim. So that's why I went with the SB Reef on here, because these you just slide them out. So that's it. Looks good. I guess all these fish, I suppose, will probably end up going in there too. Well, I don't know, because when you do plant trimming and stuff, it sucks having endlers because they stay at the top, and you, whenever you go to scoop plants, you accidentally scoop up endlers with it. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. Then you have to pick them out of the net with the plant stuff in there, like especially if you're trimming hair grass and pearlweed and stuff like that. I mean, it really gets to be a chore when you have endlers. I do love my little white beta, and I do want to put it in there, but I don't know, because the thing is with the little beta in there, you can't really do shrimp. I mean, you can, but I want to have shrimp and have shrimped breed, like have a lot of shrimp. But I kind of got used to squashing that dream a long time ago when I had first I had a beta in there, and it was eating all my snails and leaving shells everywhere. And then it was hunting the shrimp. And then I had the gold ram, and he was hunting the shrimp, and then him and the white beta were fighting. So I ended up putting the white beta in this tank when it was the low tech. I kept the gold ram in here, but when I was moving, the gold ram died. Most of my Pandagaras died except for 2. My endlers survived, but all my rummy nose tetras died, and all of my S-Bay and Hengeli Rasboras died. They all passed away too. So the fish left that are left in here, the ones that you see, are the hardiest fish that I have. They survived everything through the move, and all the stress and everything else. But yeah, so I probably will end up putting these fish in there. But I don't know what to do with the endlers. I will probably keep the endlers in here, and then I'll probably just basically make this like kind of a real simple low tech, where I just throw some anubias and some moss and stuff in there, like no CO2. Yeah, and then run it kind of sort of like a plantless tank. Maybe get some cichlids or something. Just do something fun, because I miss that. I miss just having fun and having a tank with some fish and just enjoying it without enjoying all the plants and worrying about what type of fish can go with what. So can't wait for this scape to cycle up and get started. I have no idea where I'm going to put most of these plants, but I do have some nice pretty plants waiting. And that's it. That's the update. Sorry if the house is messy. We just moved, so tank update. That's it.